everybody. My name is Janelle and I am here with American Solutions for Business, one of our gold Polk County Community Expo sponsors this year. If you guys want to introduce yourself, tell us who you are and a little bit about what you do with American.
Sure, yeah, thanks for having us here. My name is Taylor Borst. I'm Head of Communications and Public Relations.
And I'm Larry Zavadil, CEO and founder. And a little bit about our little company, usually it's American Business Forms Inc. is what we started as. But we found that as we evolved in more products and more things, it wasn't about business forms anymore. So we're American Solutions for Business because it's more about solutions, and we get involved in products as a part of those solutions. So it could be paper, ink on paper, it could be print, it could be promo, it could be soft goods, it could be furniture, it could be anything that fit into the office environment as far as a solution to help people not only become more efficient but save hard and soft dollars.
Yeah.
So we started in 1981 in my basement, in my attic, and then we moved next door. And then 1985 we moved downtown in the old Mr. Z's building, and that's 31 East Minnesota. And at that time we looked around and a lot of our main street went to Alexandria in the mall. So we had a lot of empty buildings. So as we grew, we just started moving, and we put underground phone and computer lines into the buildings, and we'd hook them together. So we have about 7 buildings, and then we have a warehouse in Starbuck, which is hooked up to the T1 line. So we can call 31 East Minnesota, the switchboard, and get switched to any one of the buildings, so to the rest of the world, we're all in one spot. And the reason we were able to do that, I mean, only ourselves come to visit us. You know, we don't have customers really come visit the home office in Glenwood. So now we have about 300 employees that are in all the different departments and in support. A number of remote support people around the country, 150 to 200. And then we have about 770 sales associates, so a little over 1,100 people in our employee-owned company now, located in our little Mayberry here in Glenwood, Minnesota.
It's true. We are such a national company. I think that sometimes people in Glenwood might not realize that we have such a big footprint, but we get to operate out of Mayberry. Yeah.
Great. We tell everybody about our one stoplight in the whole county. It's always red, so you never go through it. You always turn around.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the 10th year of the Polk County Community Expo, and you guys have really been sponsors since the beginning. So I'm just interested in knowing what about sponsoring community events and giving back to the community gives you joy, and what are some of the ways that American is involved in our community here in Polk County?
Sure. Well, we are so deeply rooted in this community. I mean, Larry was born and raised in Glenwood here. If you think about how many employees of American that you maybe if you're watching this video, you actually work at American, or maybe somebody in your family, or you have a friend who works at American. It's like there always seems to be that level of connection kind of moving back to us. And so we know that, we have so much to give to this community, and it's so important to really push that back. We have so much to give. So we do, I think a lot of people don't actually know this, but we have a stewardship committee established within American. It's actually been operating for more than 20 years. There's been this committee specifically focused on give back to the community. And so we do things all the time, whether it's give back to the United Way or the Humane Society or Food Shelf. The list goes on, but we're always looking for just things that we can do to really revitalize and give back to the community.
Yeah, we're constantly after our sales associates and support people to remember that it's kind of like pay it forward, but it's really what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
And we all try to leave our little Mayberry a better place than we found it.
Yeah.
So if everybody kind of does that, it improves things year after year.
It's true. I'm glad that you mentioned that, because we do have all of those hundreds of sales associates all over the United States who are also deeply invested in their communities, and I think a lot of that comes from you, Larry. So we're lucky.
Slow message, right?
So tell me, what is your guys' favorite thing about the Expo, and why do you think the Expo is such an important event for our community?
Well, it does go back to exactly that. It's community. Sometimes we don't we don't know our neighbors as well as we might think that we know them. And so this is just an incredible opportunity to go around and network and see what's out there, whether or not you're from this area or maybe not even familiar with this area. I think that sometimes you don't get to really know and understand until you can, physically connect with other people.
Yeah, we're always trying to get people to realize that doing things together, you can get a lot more done than by yourself or by a part. So it's the old 1 + 1 = 3. And so we're always trying to do that. So the only way you know how to do that is you get to go in and meet people and see who's around. Now, there's not only one way. We jokingly say everybody's a snowflake and everybody's different and there's different ways to go. So sometimes you have to agree to disagree, but you move forward. But you really got to work together and make it happen to come together.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for meeting with me today, and also
Cool.
thank you so much for being a sponsor of the Expo Week and for everything else you guys sponsor in our community. We really appreciate it.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
just a reminder about our giveaway. In order to win, you need to like this video, comment, and share this video, and keep posted for a question. I don't
We're
know.
going to have a tough question.
Larry's going to come up with a
yeah.
question for you to answer in the comments. So
Exactly.
watch for that. And I think that's all we have for you guys today.
Cool.
So thanks
Yeah,
for tuning
thank
in.
you.
Sky Expo.